Good morning. Episode 14, or is it episode 16? Can't remember. I think it's episode 14. The final one before Christmas. So I'm here with the Squirtle. Let me turn it round so you can see the Squirtle. We're resplendent in her antlers. And we've got all of the toys. Hang on, no, that's the back of the room, isn't it? Hang on, remember. So we've got Kevin the Carrot today. We've got the other one from the advert.
Dove.
Can't remember his name yet. Harry? Might be Harry. Harry the Hedgehog?
Something hedgehog.
Yeah. The reindeer, gingerbread man. Oh, I forgot, it's gone out of my head. Penguin. The robin, flying high. And Father Christmas. Father Christmas. Right. What else are we going to try today? Oh yes, no, absolutely. And
I've got
so Molly's got the
Santa
same tattoo. We've got Taddy's hairy hand. Oh, is it? No, what's cool is that they're kind of like I'm going off to the left,
Yeah.
and you're going off to the right. How
Yeah.
cool is that? Tattoo buddies. Tattoo buddies. Right, we've got some sort of like things to show today, as well as books. What have we got? We've got your pictures. Have we got your pictures?
Oh no, I forgot.
Where are they?
Wait, did you forget to bring them in?
Yeah, I'll go and fetch them.
Oh, okay.
Where are they?
They're on the table, I think.
On the table. Right. Okay. Well, you can talk through while I'm away. What can you talk through? Can you try and show the glass?
Oh yeah. Okay. And we've got these glasses that if you put them on, you can like see. If you shine it at a light, you can see. Like if I put them on now, I can see the lights look like reindeers, but actually, no. This one's reindeers, and there's like snowmen, and there's different ones. So wait, should I put them through? If you can see, wait, you may can't, but. No, I don't think you can do that. I don't think that works. You can maybe see that one a bit. You can kind of see snowmen. And it's like that.
Is it working?
Yeah, well, kind of. I tried to push them through the screen, but you can kind of see it.
Right. Okay.
The snowman I'm trying to do. I think the reindeers look better, so I might try the reindeers. Wait. See that? Oh, you can see that one a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one works a bit.
Cool. And if I take it back again, you can show your pictures. Because Molly's been drawing some pictures.
Okay, I did
So
that green.
this first one, how good is this? This is the Grinch. So I think you're going to colour them in, aren't you? So
Yeah, maybe.
So kind of nice green face and a red outfit. But yeah, you've really got his eyes. Love his eyes. He's got that kind of cheeky, mischievous look about him.
Yeah, and I did an elf.
Yeah, brilliant elf. Is he sticking his tongue out? What's that bird?
I think that's just his mouth.
He's just kind of like smiling off to the right. Yeah.
Then I did an.
And this one is another one that's going to look brilliant when it's kind of like coloured in. Your Nutcracker. Brilliant. He looks very grumpy. Looks very stern. Very stern. And we've got your hot chocolate with gingerbread men today. And I've got what I had yesterday. Delicious from Aldi. And because I miss my mummy at Christmas, we've got a mug that says Joy, because that was my mummy's name. Right, let's cover what books we're going to do on this final one. I got this yesterday. One of the big films over Christmas is going to be a bit like The Snowman. It's going to have no words on it, but it's by Quentin Blake. And it's called Clown, or The Clown. Might be The Clown. So, and I have to say, I've not looked at it. So, and it's a picture book without any words in it. So we'll have a quick look at that and see if we can make sense of what that's all about. But today is all about the nights before Christmas. So we have got Pepper's Night Before Christmas. The Night Before Christmas. Now we've got to decide which version we're going to do. They're all the same, actually. They're kind of like these ones. I've got these books are all they all look different, but they're all the same story because it's a very famous poem by Clement C. Moore. So we've got this version of it by Clement C. Moore, The Night Before Christmas. So it's all the same words. So we'll have to decide which version we're going to do. So we can have that long, thin one, or we can have The Night Before Christmas. I think that Father Christmas looks a little bit creepy, but yeah. I think let's not do that one. We can decide which of the other two we're going to do.
I like that one.
Yeah, and I think this one we had the Christmas Carol book yesterday, and it's the same illustrator. So I personally think that one. Should we do this version of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice pictures. So we have got Pepper's Night Before Christmas, The Night Before Christmas, The Night Before Christmas. So we'll have to do them in order. So The Night Before Christmas, Pepper's Night Before Christmas, The Night Before Christmas, and then finally
The Night After Christmas.
The Night After Christmas. So I think our order is worked out for today by so Christmas Day is on Friday, so The Night Before Christmas is Thursday, and The Night Before Christmas is Wednesday this year. Okay, and we are recording this on Sunday. Right, should we crack on? Let's move my little bar of chocolate, because that was delish yesterday. Put those up there for the moment. Right, so this first one is The Night Before Christmas. So the glasses worked okay, did they? You could see, yeah?
Only one light, which was really good.
Okay, but you could see. Right, The Night Before Christmas. Oh, this was written by Kes Gray, the Oi Frog
Yeah,
man.
I think two are written.
I think, the kind of like the Night After
Yeah.
Christmas, I think is
Yeah.
also him as well, isn't it? The Night Before Christmas. And I think it's all a poem. 'Twas the night before Christmas, that's Christmas Eve, and Santa was wiping his brow on his sleeve. Green elves were sewing, blue elves were counting, red elves were carving, the pressure was mounting. Be quick, Santa bellowed, there's so much to do, my list is so long it just isn't true. The elves put their heads down and trebled their speed. 10 billion presents were what they would need. Swing balls were tested, puppets were strung, board games were boxed, slinkies were sprung. Skateboards were oiled, yo-yos were threaded, dollies were dressed and teddies were teddied. Is that a word? The workshop resounded with elves hard at work. There was no time to rest, there was no time to shirk. Santa looked down and studied his list. He was sure there was something he'd missed. Aeroplanes, bicycles, boomerangs, drums, pogo sticks, spinning tops, sugar mice, sugar plums. Sugar mice. Have you ever had sugar mice? I used to have sugar mice in my stockings. They were one of the best bits of Christmas. They were just like pure sugar. They wouldn't good now, not good for your teeth. He ticked all the boxes, then turned with a jump. Mrs. Claus had arrived with a plate and the hump. Santa, she grumbled, you've been asked, you've been told, now look what has happened, your dinner's gone cold. Santa frowned crossly. I've no time to eat, there's reindeer to ready and deadlines to meet. The cold winter stew got plunked on a table. Santa harumphed and went to the stable. Up Dasher, up Dancer, up Donner and Blitzen, up Comet, up Cupid, up Prancer and Vixen. The reindeer woke up and climbed to their feet. They'd slept for a year and needed to eat. They sleep for a year? Is that how it works? They sleep for a whole year. With reindeer refueling and time ticking by, Santa ran out and looked at the sky. The North Star was twinkling, snowflakes were falling, excitement was building, Christmas was calling. Back in the workshop, the shelves were now lined with presents and gifts of every kind. Kites had been ribboned, printing sets inked, spinning tops banselled, tiddlies winked. Printing sets, I used to love printing sets. John Bull printing sets, that was one of my favourite toys when I was little. Remember, said Santa, our schedule is tight. The elves gave a nod and worked through the night. Pop guns were loaded, footballs inflated, candy canes twisted, train sets tin plated. Dolls' clothes were folded, annuals were printed, tangerines polished, chocolate coins minted. Love a chocolate coin. Santa thought hard as the present piles grew. He was sure there was something he'd forgotten to do. With take-off time now only hours away, he raced back outside to inspect the sleigh. Was there going to be something wrong with the sleigh? The elves in high vis had done Santa proud. Ta-da! They exclaimed as they threw off the shroud. Jet washed and polished, red, silver and gold, the sleigh was a picture to behold. Good job, Santa shouted. 3 cheers for you. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was new. Inside the workshop, the elves began clapping. The presents were made, it was time to get wrapping. Paper was folded, scissors were snipped, labels were written, fountain pens dipped. Keep going, cried Santa. It's Christmas Eve morning. There's no time for breakfast and no time for yawning. I guess you could say that elves have the knack. See, 10 billion presents in one magic sack. You've done it, cheered Santa. We are done, we are there, and not only that, with minutes to spare. He ran through the list and checked it all through. What was it he'd forgotten to do? With a wave to his helpers, he raced to the sleigh, made himself comfy, and sat-navved the way. Giddy up, Santa cried with a nod and a wink. The reindeer took off and were gone in a blink. Don't like the look of that falling down. Is that his list? As dry leaves before, a spent hurricane slow, so calmness returned to the landscape below. Chaos and mayhem became stillness and peace until Mrs. Claus ran out in her best winter fleece. It's the same every year, she said with a wave. Nicholas, oh sorry, hang on, I missed that line up there. Santa, she panted, jumping the gate. But Santa was gone. Mrs. Claus was too late. It's the same every year, she said with a wave. Nicholas, my dear.
Wait, go back to that picture for me. Doesn't that look like it's a gigantic star?
That is a gigantic, yeah, no, I think it's just close, near and far away. Yeah, because these are kind of big as well. It's the same every year, she said with a wave. Nicholas, my dear, you've forgotten to shave. Right, so that was the night before Christmas. Now we're on to Pepper's night before Christmas. So what's happening in Pepper's world? Pepper's night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and Pepper couldn't sleep. She crept out of her bed, said, "I'll just take a peep." I can't do a Pepper voice. I'll just take a peep. That's not really Pepper, is it? That'll have to do. It's the best Pepper I can do. I'll just take a peep. Then she went to a window. Could Santa be heard? She listened with care. Oh, it's only a bird. Tweet, tweet. She went back to her bed and saw George was awake. Look outside, she pointed. Magical snowflakes. And George is going, wow. Although he generally only says dinosaur, doesn't he? George gazed at the snow. Santa, he called out. Not yet, George, said Pepper, but let's look about. Then suddenly, bang! What could that have been? Had Santa crash-landed, or was it a dream? Bang. Then more noises followed, like ouch, eek, and yelp. Come quickly, called Santa. Oh, yes, please, I need help. Help. My sleigh lights are broken. I can't see a thing. I must give out presents. It's awful timing. Oh, Santa, said Pepper, what will light your sleigh? Might this magical unicorn help you find your way? She's perfect, said Santa. Her horn will shine bright. She'll be back by morning before it gets light. He sprinkled the magic and go, Santa said. Now, Pepper and George, you must soon get to bed. As they waved him goodbye, they heard Santa shout, "Happy Christmas to you! Thanks for helping me out!" "Oh, George, how amazing! But our secret, don't tell. After such an adventure, they slept very well." Oh, that's not Pepper for saying that. Right. On Christmas Day morning, all were excited. The gifts were delivered and the kids were delighted. They opened their presents. "Pepper," Daddy Pig said, "who's that with your unicorn there by the shed?" Pepper winked at George in the twinkling light. They'd never forget their most magical night. Shh. Right, that was Pepper's Night Before Christmas.
I like how the episodes were like, if they laugh, they like fall backwards.
Yeah, they always fall back on themselves. Right, I'm going to have a little bite though.
Can I have a gingerbread man?
Because it's Christmas. We're allowed to do that. So, we've got The Night Before Christmas. Like I say, like the Christmas Carol yesterday, it's illustrated by Christian Birmingham. And all of his pictures are, like I say, they're like works of art. You could almost hang them on your walls. So you've had they're all in sort of like little rhymes, just like the kind of like the one, but this is the traditional one. So this is Clement Seymour. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap." I think a kerchief is just like a hat you wear in bed. Not that you and I wear hats in bed. "Went out on the lawn," there, so like that. I think that's what the man's version is. So that's a cap, and I think so kind of like there you can see so that type, it's like a bonnet type thing. "When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. I think we know it as Donna now, but I think it was obviously Donda. I thought it was Donna.
Yeah, Donna.
Donna rather than Donda. But maybe I think this is the traditional one. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. Up to the housetop, we're singing that later, aren't we? And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, like his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowlful of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He's got his good children list and his bad children list. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and he filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Beautiful, beautiful pictures. Beautiful pictures. If you have a quick look at these, the other versions of it, just see what Father Christmas is. So it's the, like I say, it's the same story. We've just got lots. So this was a French version, I think. So it looks quite sort of traditional. So it's the same words, but it looks kind of strange, doesn't it?
Weird pictures.
Yeah. I think we chose the right one. There's Father Christmas. So that's the as I drew down my head down the chimney, St Nicholas came with a bound. That's that version, and then we've got this one. Like I say, they're kind of like these, quite colourful.
The creepy
But
Santa.
they're kind of, he's slightly creepy looking, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Santa's not creepy. Yeah. And even the reindeers look a bit creepy, don't they?
Wow, they do.
Yeah. That's not cute looking Santas or reindeers. Right, one final one. So we've had the night before Christmas. We've had the night before Christmas. We haven't got a book called Christmas Day. We should have a kind of like, because obviously we're missing out Christmas Day. But nobody's got time to read a book on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
Let's
fun.
jump straight over
Yeah.
to the night after Christmas.
Oi Frog.
Oi Frogman, Kes Grey again. Right, one final book. Or should we have a let's before we start that, let's have a quick look at this. So like I say, this is going to be the big film on Channel 4 this year. It's Quentin Blake's The Clown, but I don't know anything about it. Not even. I know it's just a picture book. So what have we got? What looks like an old lady throwing a bunch of toys out. So she's throwing a bunch of toys out, one of which is a clown.
Yeah.
And so the clown topples out of the bin and is kind of sort of dusting himself off.
Yeah, then comes alive.
Yeah.
Then
So he's picking through the bin for some shoes. Is that the deal there?
Yeah.
So he's got some shoes on and he's running off. He runs around a corner and a little boy on a lead sees him. You shouldn't have little boys on leads, should you? That's not right. And so the clown says to the little boy, I was in a bin. Is that what he's saying? I guess.
yeah, I think so.
And then the kind of like it might be a little girl.
The
I don't
little
know.
girl.
The little girl
flies
gets
off.
taken off. Right. Okay. And I don't know what he's saying there. Just, but he gets picked up by
A boy, and then the boy goes to a.
I don't know.
Like
Looks
a
like a
parade or
parade of
something?
parade of children dressed up. And so kind of like, so they're all in a photo of having their photo taken.
Yep, and the clown is.
And the clown is
part
one of
of it
them.
now.
So the clown is now saying to the fairy girl, "I was in a bin."
He's saying that to everybody.
Yeah. And so the fairy girl
Picks him
gets
up
being picked up by a kind of like, I don't know.
and then
she's-
goes home.
Who's this person? Do you think?
Just her mum or
Her
something, I'm
mum?
not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. And so
something.
right, so the little girl's holding the clown. And takes her to, I don't know who the heck this person is. But she picks up the clown with one leg and then throws him away. I don't know. I don't know who this lady is. Be interesting to see this film. Don't really know what's going on. Right, so he's been thrown out the window and fallen through a tree and landed on the floor. So again, he's moaning about the fact that he was put in a bin.
Yeah.
Then he's being chased by a dog. Chased by a dog, trying to distract the dog by doing various headstands. The dog is a little bit scared, I think, and runs away. But he runs away to go and fetch, I don't know, is it a giant?
He pretends he's dead.
Yeah.
This giant picks him up.
Oh no, he's certainly a bit of a thug, isn't he? He's got tattoos like you. You've got tattoos. So the giant thug man gives him a big throw and throws, and looks like he's going to fall through that window.
Yeah.
He does fall through that window to a little girl who's got a screaming little baby brother. And is the clown going to say, I was thrown away again? No, but the little baby brother stops crying there and looks very happy because the clown is doing juggling.
And what he feels.
I was in the bin. I knew he was going to say he was in the bin. Yeah, there we go. I was in the bin. And the little girl says it's bedtime, I guess.
Maybe I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so.
Maybe she's saying I've got lots of chores to do. And the clown says, I'll help you out with your chores. So we've got to mop the floor, do the washing up, dust the floor, do more washing up, and make the bed. What's that? Oh, change the nappy of the baby. Put the baby back in the cot. Where's the mummy? Is this the mummy coming home? I think.
Probably.
I was in the bin. He's irritating me. How he keeps on going about the fact. All right, we get over the fact that you were in the bin.
Yeah, just in the bin.
Yeah, just And so the baby gets taken downstairs, following the clown. Is he going to show them the bin? Surely he's not. He is. He's going to show them the bin. Right, here's the bin I was in. Oh, no, the toys. Maybe the baby wants more toys. Because he's saying that there was loads of toys in the bin. So he's gone back to the bin and said, "Baby, you can have loads of toys from the bin." I said, that's not right. I hope they're properly cleaned. They need a good wash because they've been in the bin. And here's a bit of streamer, also from the bin for your hair. They just need it. This is from a bin.
Maybe just wash it first.
Just wash it first, yeah. Right. So go home. He's got some flowers, probably also from the bin.
Yeah.
It's not very hygienical, is it? To quote Friday Night Dinner, it's not very hygienical. Right. So they've gone home. They've got flowers. They've got loads of toys, all from the bin. And they've gone home. An absolute health hazard. This look. They've got all of the toys, and including the clown. And stuff on her head, all manky old stuff from the bin.
Yeah, no, finally seen the mum.
Right, yeah, passing on germs there from the bin.
Yep.
But they all look happy. And that's the main thing. And the clown is happy. Everybody's happy. So that's the main thing, and that's the thing about this Christmas. It's all a little bit odd, and all the news yesterday was all a little bit odd.
The gingerbread man is stuck.
The gingerbread man. Oh right, hang on. Let me see if I can. If I take that one. No, you're right. Is it all right?
That's so funny. Really?
Right. Oh, he's lost a leg. He's lost a leg. Oh, in a horrible disaster. He's lost his leg. Wow. There's a story waiting to happen. The gingerbread man who lost his leg. Right. You laugh away there. So that's coming on Christmas Day, I think, on Channel 4. Obviously, a much better version, an animated version of Quentin Blake's The Clown. It's going to be a new timeless classic, and see if we've managed to get the gist of what the story's about. So, finishing off today with The Night After Christmas. and then you can all get on with your Christmas. You've just got the giggles now. Is this over your gingerbread mouth? Right. Right, the night after Christmas. 'Twas the night after Christmas, that's late Boxing Day, and Santa was putting his toy sack away. The sleigh had been covered, mileage recorded, presents delivered, reindeer rewarded. With magic sack now under gold lock and key, Santa sat down for his welcome home tea. "A toast," declared Santa, raising his glass, "to Christmas's future and Christmas's past." Elves dressed in festive onesies and jumpers were gathered outside in rather large numbers. Another year over, a Christmas job done. Excitement was growing. It was time for some fun. You've still got the giggles. Is this still over your gingerbread man?
It's just I always have the giggles.
You've always got the giggles, right? It was time for the moment that elves love the most, the Boxing Night party. But where was their host? "Santa," they shouted, "owl time is nigh." Santa stepped out and looked to the sky. On snowy, on... You've got the... really got the giggles. On snowy, on ghost, on blizzard, on snowball, on milkshake, on whitefly, on misty and noble. So what are those? Are those the names of the owls, are they? You have properly got the giggles. Do you need a drink? To kind of... Sure. Swifter than peregrines, 8 giant owls flew, propelled by the sound of Santa's who's who. They carried a cracker the size of a bus. It was huge, it was vast, it was XXL plus. Jam-packed with goodies, bulgingly full. It was crammed, it was rammed, it was ready to pull. Still giggling. "Christmas," said Santa, "is a time to believe. Get ready, get steady, make a wish, and now heave." The elves dug their heels in, wrestled and quivered. The cracker exploded and duly delivered. Whistles and flutes rained down from the sky. Jelly beans, lollipops, and the occasional mince pie. Cracker smoke spiraled, magic dust plumed, glitter cascaded. Ziggywig zoomed. What's a ziggywig? I don't know what a ziggywig is.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in jelly beans. I love a jelly bean, but I don't know what a ziggywig is.
Maybe a ziggy thing.
Yeah. As the elves tumbled backwards in 6s and 7s, Mrs. Claus pulled a lever and switched on the heavens. Pinks turned to purple, greens turned to red. A Boxing Night light show blazed overhead. Twinkle by twinkle, stars moved to new stations, lacing the sky with Yule constellations. The snowflake, the sugar cane, the church bell, the trumpet, the snowman, the angel, the hot buttered crumpet. We've got some Christmas tree crumpets inside, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
You look rather lush. You're trying not to giggle, aren't you? Santa hurrahed and pulled up his boots as the party erupted with rooty toot toots. There were dance-offs to enter and prizes to win. Even the reindeer came and joined in. What? What is it now?
Nothing.
What is it? There must be something. Dasher and Dancer did the fandango. Donner and Blitzen tackled the tango. Comet and Cupid were tops at the twist, and Prancer's moonwalk was not to be missed. Everyone partied and busted their moves, apart from poor Vixen. She has 4 left hooves. Okay. The Boxing Night party went right through the night, on until dawn and through to first light. As the stars took a bow and the northern lights faded, Santa yawned loudly. He felt rather jaded. With a clap of his hands and a blast of a whistle, the party dispersed like the down of a thistle. Elves in pyjamas took to their beds. Reindeer lay down and rested their heads.
Look at that bear.
Yeah, what's a bear doing there? That's not an elf. Yeah. With a mistletoe kiss and a whispered "sleep tight," a jolly old couple retired for the night, and in the blink of an eye they'd started to snore. Sleeps until Christmas. Just 364. Right, we've got to the end. Mrs. Gigglemus. Right. So we're going to finish off our. Well, you've got hot chocolate today. I've got Christmas pudding. So you've got your usual kind of like your pink hot chocolate that's going to be gulped down in. Well, I'm a big gulper down in one, but you're a bit more of a sipper.
I try to.
You try to, yeah. I've got mine's Christmas. Mine's Christmas pudding coffee.
Yeah, the gingerbread is
But
not stuck.
your gingerbread
It's
man
not
is still
stuck.
stuck. But
It's
is
not
there a lone leg in there?
Yeah,
somewhere?
funny. Yep, a little leg.
One
Yeah.
lone little
I
leg.
can't get it out.
Yeah, no, I don't know we're going to have to turn that upside down. So we would like to wish you all. I know it's all a little bit strange this year because we've had the kind of like the news yesterday about the tiers and lockdowns and all that sort of stuff. So it's not quite the same. But we wish you all a Merry Christmas. We're going over to kind of Grandpa and Nanny's a bit later on, and we're going to sing some Christmas carols, aren't we? Which you're okay about it, but kind of like sister couldn't be more embarrassed about that.
I'm still pretty bad.
You're good. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Grandpa will love it. Grandpa will love it. So we wish you a Merry Christmas, and we will see you possibly on the other side. But have a wonderful time, whatever you're doing. Okay. Bye.